Platform games are one of the most popular and long-running video game genres. Almost everyone who plays video games has played at least one platformer, most commonly a Mario game. Mobile platforming has only recently advanced to its current state. Developers have finally found out how to make platforming work on mobile without becoming a nightmare. As a result, there is a slew of great mobile platformers to choose from. Here are the best platformer games for Android. Number 10. Level Head. One of the best mobile platformers in recent memory is Level Head. You play as a delivery robot who must be trained to deliver things. There is a story mode with over 90 levels, as well as the ability to speedrun the game. It operated at a constant 60 frames per second on our test devices and was a smooth experience. On the other hand, the level creator is the big-ticket item. You have the option of downloading other people's levels or creating your own and uploading them. It's nearly like a non-Mario version of Mario Maker, and it's compatible with Android, iOS, Nintendo Switch, and PC save synchronization. There's nothing wrong with this game, and it should delight platformer fans. The subcategory it's also free to play with Google Play Pass. Number 9. Summer Catchers. Summer Catchers is a platformer with a never-ending runner mode. You dash over a horizontal field, dodging obstacles and using your platformer skills to win the race. The game includes a range of stages as well as different settings. There's also a story to follow, as well as some rhythm and racing game elements. It's a fun indie mashup with lots of platforming elements to keep you entertained. There are no in-app purchases or adverts, and it costs $3.99. With Google Play Pass, you can get it for free. Number 8. Dandara. Dandara is a mobile platformer game that was released recently. The mechanics are likewise one of a kind. Players sling from wall to avoid obstacles, defeat evil people, and remain alive, or ceiling to floor. It's a Metroidvania classic too. This implies there are unlocking regions as well as a large, interconnected environment to explore. It's also a 2D side-scroller featuring puzzle, adventure, and action components. This is one of our favorite games. It was originally $14.99, but the developer has now dropped the price to $5.99. At that price, it's difficult not to recommend this one. It's also free if you use Google Play Pass. Number 7. PewDiePie, Legend of Brofist. PewDiePie, Legend of Brofist is a unique platformer. You assume the character of a legendary YouTube star and face a slew of trials and tribulations. Some of the highlights include boss fights, classic gameplay, and additional unlockable YouTube stars to play with. It's one of the better platformers out there, with a few elements from other genres tossed in for good measure. There are a lot of outrageous antics and pop culture references to keep it fresh and fun. This is the better of the two PewDiePie mobile games, in our opinion. Number 6, Limbo. Limbo is a classic mobile game that is still considered one of the best platform puzzle games. You must track through it to save your sister from Limbo. There are a variety of puzzles to solve, the majority of which incorporate platformer aspects. The ambient music and graphics combine to create a one-of-a-kind gaming experience that has since been copied by competitors. However, it's a simple 2D side-scroller with a decent little story at its heart. It costs $4.99, but if you have Google Play Pass, it's free. The fact that the game is so short is a major disadvantage for some individuals. Number 5, Black Mirror 2. Black Mirror 2 is one of the newer platformers on the list. It blends platformer, beat-em-up, and arcade action into one game. The game features a story mode with boss fights, 10 heroes, and a good, albeit basic, scenario. You can also make your gameplay and share them with the Black Mirror 2 community, and custom dungeon designers have a special place in our hearts. Online PvP, cooperative multiplayer, and cloud saving with Google Play games are among the other features. In-app purchases are offered, although they aren't very expensive or intrusive. Number 4, Sega Forever Platformer Games. Sega Forever is a compilation of classic Sega console games. Among these are platform games. Among them are Sonic the Hedgehog, Kid Chameleon, Ristar Classic, Gunstar Heroes, and others. Sega also has Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic 4 accessible. Each game has its gameplay, graphics, and style. Everyone has the option of experimenting with adverts. You may get rid of the commercials by paying $1.99 per one. This is an excellent way to obtain some low-cost retro platformer games. Number 3, Oddmar. Oddmar is another new platformer game on the list. It was created by the same team who created the famous mobile platformer Leo's Fortune. Oddmar is a Viking who has fallen out of favor and narrates his story. You'll be assisting Oddmar in restoring his dignity throughout the game. Each level has a 3-star replay value rating, and the controls are simple. The game features 24 levels, cloud saving using Google Play Games, and hardware controller support, among other features. As a result, it works with Android TVs as well. Before spending $4.99 for the whole experience, you can try out a few levels for free. Number 2, Dan the Man. Dan the Man is a mobile platformer game that was released recently. It creates a unique gaming experience by combining ancient platformer ideas with new mobile components. To complete the game, you must avoid obstacles, slay wicked men, and face bosses. The game has a story mode, an endless survival mode, and even a battle mode. You can also improve your weapons, talents, and other aspects of your character. It's a game that you have to pay to play. As a result, your expectations should be adjusted. Aside from that, there's not much to complain about. Number 1, Dead Cells. Dead Cells is a retro-styled 2D arcade platformer. The game requires you to jump around stages, avoid obstacles, and destroy wicked characters. The game also contains Roguevania elements, which means that the in-game world is interconnected and can be explored at the player's leisure. Super smooth gameplay, auto-hit mode, bespoke software controls, and hardware controller support are just a few of the additional features. The graphics are a tad dated, but the rest of the game is cutting edge. The only disadvantage is the price. We believe $8.99 is a little much, but the game is amazing, so we didn't mind. Like many others, it's also available for free on Google Play Pass. In the comments, let us know if we missed any of the best Android platform games. You can also click here to see our most recent Android app and game lists.